back, Devil Sniper here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 5 of our career mode with West Ham United. As you can see, our next game is away to Hull City. We need to start to get a bit of a crack on, start taking some points, and I'll show you why. Let's have a quick look at the league table. We are languishing in 16th position, not the great start to the season. 3 games played, we've had 2 draws and 1 loss at this moment in time, but I'm very positive. You know, I've got to rebuild from the inside, I've got to rebuild from the ground up, you know, the youth system. I need to bring my own players in, but I can't do that just yet. As you know, the contract I signed with the board, so we'll have to wait and see how that all pans out. But I'm very confident with the squad we have, we can do great things. Just a few subtle changes. You can see with the squad, I'm decided to go with Andy Carroll up top, putting Valencia on the bench, just to give him a little bit of a rest. I want to see how Carroll's doing at this moment in time, test his fitness levels. He came through the Charlton game very well, and he also netted, which was very important. So I just want to see if he can progress a little bit quicker. But Jelavic for Hull City, breaking forward just on the edge of the box, plays the ball into Ben Arfa, and Ben Arfa just puts that high wide and not very handsome at all. But it looked like Adrian had that covered. But we pick it up with Ravel Morrison, moving forward, goes around Curtis Davis, but Curtis Davis catches him with a trailing leg. It looked like that was intentional by Curtis Davis there, and rightly so. He is booked by the referee. Bit of a naughty challenge. He was beaten all ends up there by Ravel Morrison, and he decided to take him down, which is not on, but in a right book in there. But Ravel Morrison looks like he's extracting some of his own revenge on the whole players there. He has been singled out so far in this game. A couple of naughty challenges on Ravel Morrison, but it looks like Ravel wanted to get his own back there. But we have to have a word with the director because he didn't allow the full play there. But Sacco picking up the ball for West Ham, gives it away. Bad play comes to Ben Arfa, but thankfully Adrian has that covered well and truly. Nice play by West Ham into Kare. He knocks it forward into Ravel Morrison, getting forward. Nice bit of skill in the centre of the park, but Michael Dawson has just gone straight through him. Hull City really have singled out Ravel Morrison for some nasty tackles in his early stage of the first half. Absolutely disgraceful. He was beaten all ends up. He had no intention for going for the ball, and I feel a yellow card is very harsh. You can see Ravel is not at best pleased, and he doesn't react, which is the great thing. We're going at half-time interval. Hull 0, West Ham 0. But the greatest part of that half was West Ham playing extremely well. But it looks like Noble's been substituted on, and he's come out a little bit behind the schedule. Had to have a little bit of a toilet break there, unfortunately. The referee was very understanding, so were the supporters. One of those things, nature calls, you can't do much about it. But Noble playing beautifully in the centre of the park, giving it to Ravel Morrison. Morrison out to Downing. Nice ball over the top from Downing, but unfortunately that's easy for Hull to smother, and it's time for some changes. Zarate coming on, Valencia coming on. Unfortunately, Andy Carroll's going to come on. He still isn't at 100% peak fitness. He's not 100% match fit is what I'm actually trying to say there. He's not 100% match fit, so we'll just have to see how we can up his fitness levels. But Kare knocking the ball into Valencia. Valencia breaking forward into the whole box, and unfortunately he puts that shot wide. He really has got to capitalise on those opportunities. They come, you know, they're not a regular occurrence in the Premier League. You've got to take your chances when they come. Unfortunately, he doesn't. A bit of a misclearance there. The ball comes to Jelavic. Jelavic has the shot. And again, Adrian with a fantastic save. Absolutely world-class save. The game has finished, and it will finish Hull City 0, West Ham 0. So my man of match against Hull has to be Adrian. At this current point, Adrian to me has to be in the top 10 keepers in Europe, if not in the world, after that faultless performance yet again. All season, Adrian has been putting in solid performance. He is currently our unsung hero. And when we needed Adrian to be alert and ready, he was. Hull never really troubled us by the odd shot, but which Adrian was equal to. I hope he can continue this form like he has, you know, week in, week out. He's a solid keeper, and he could be the difference between a top 10 finish or even perhaps a European place. His game statistics, 90 minutes played, 3 shots, 3 saves, passes 8 from 8. Absolutely faultless performance by Adrian. So finally the email has come through from our youth scout. I'm really chuffed to receive this. We had a few IT issues, but we won't go into that. I basically forgot to text him the password for his email account, his West Ham email account. But there you go. Those are the things that, you know, I forget. I'm only a manager at the end of the day. So looking at the squad report that we have, not too bad, you know, some wide potentials. I'd like to see some closer potentials if possible, but this is early days at this moment in time. Obviously, I'd like to see some match reports, see how the boys are actually playing, and get a bit more of a generalised feedback. We'll just have to wait and see, but it's not too bad. It's not looking too bad at this moment in time. So we'll just have to keep an eye out on the young players. But it is time for a big, big game. We are at home against Liverpool. This is a big game in the season. Liverpool sitting in 8th for 6 points for 4 games. We are languishing still in 15th. are 3 points from our 4 matches, but it's a lot of pressure on today. I've decided to change the formation, try and give us a bit more of a resilient look, and hopefully move forward and capitalise on those chances. So up top we're going with Valencia and Sacco, we're going with Downing and Jarvis on the wings, and of course in the centre of the park we're going with our Cockney genius, that is Mark Noble, and he's going to be supported by Alexander Song. It was a close call between Kare and Song. I decided to go with Song just because he's a little bit more defensive than the ever bursting forward Kare, who loves to get forward and likes to have a crack on goal. But early doors, Jarvis cutting inside into the middle of the park, decides to go back, tackled by Johnson, the ball comes to Creswell. Creswell knocks it into Sacco. Sacco spies the run of Valencia, the ball over the top, and Valencia with an absolutely world-class finish. That is truly a sublime finish. A first touch finish, absolutely brilliant. The run was spectacular. The ball into him was spectacular, but the finish was just a different level. He has been criticised for not taking his chances, for missing a few chances, but that is unbelievably clinical at an important time, and so early in the game as well. But Liverpool looking to break back. Sturridge knocking the ball into Johnson. Johnson trying to seek out Liana, but it's an easy catch for Adrian there. But the ball is now with Alexander Song, looking to spread the play, plays a beautiful ball into Jenkinson. He spies the run of Downing. Downing looking to come out wide. Now he turns back inside. Nice fake shot back inside onto his right foot, and the shot unfortunately lacks a bit of power, and it's straight down the throat of Mignolet. If it was on his left foot, might have been a little bit more potent. But Valencia with the ball, playing a nice 1-2 there with Downing. Downing moving forward. Valencia making the run, drawing the defence away. Downing into the box, pulls the ball back. Oh, it's just behind Valencia, but Sacco is there. He's hit the post. How unfortunate that is. Great play by Valencia to drag the defender away, open up the space for Downing. And unfortunately, the follow-up shot there by Sacco hits the post. But what an absolutely fantastic first half. The Hammers faithful are in such good voice. We're going at the half-time interval after an 8th minute goal from Valencia. Hammers 1, Liverpool 0. West Ham kicking off that second half, looking to keep hold of their lead. Liverpool looking to strike back as quick as possible. The Spanish fullback looking to play the ball inside into Allen. Allen into Balotelli, into Sturridge. Sturridge fires the shot straight down the throat of Adrian there. Lacked a little bit of power in that shot, unfortunately, but Liana plays the ball into Balotelli. He's through. Oh, he's put it wide. That is a huge moment. Absolutely huge moment. West Ham was split open. Balotelli had plenty of time, but unfortunately he just put it wide. Sturridge with the first time volley wide for Liverpool. Liverpool are literally applying the pressure. Unbelievable amounts of pressure at this moment in time. They're all over West Ham. The ball comes to Gerrard inside the box. He has the shot, but again, Adrian is equal to the situation. And unfortunately, Kare has been booked for a bit of a reckless challenge there. It looked like it was a challenge that he needed to put in, and he done the business by putting it in straight through the side of, I believe that's Sacco, or was it Sacco? I can't make out who that was there, but he went straight through the side of him. It was much needed. The ball over the top. Oh, it comes to nothing from Gerrard there. Straight into the arms of Adrian. The referee blows that full-time whistle, and that is a huge 3 points for the Hammers. Absolutely fantastic. Celebrating a big win at home. A nice 1-0 victory against one of the top teams in English football at this moment in time. It was a close call for man of the match against Liverpool. In the big games, you need your big players to deliver, and it was a real close call. On one side, I thought Downing, but I had to give it to Valencia. The performance I knew the lad had in his armoury. His pace caused Liverpool problems all game, and his finishing so early was just utterly world class. The Liverpool back four couldn't handle his energy. Absolutely fantastic, but it was him coming deep, linking up the play, or his burst of pace in behind the defence. Liverpool just did not know what to do. I hope he can keep this up. I mean, if the lad keeps fit and we can keep him up with his standard of play, he's going to terrorise a lot of defenders this season. That is 100% for sure. His game statistics, 84 minutes played. He had 2 shots on target from 3. He scored 1 very important goal and made 10 passes from 13 attempts. Absolutely fantastic performance. Hopefully he can continue to play in such a fashion. So we're now going to move into the Capital One Cup with an away game against Bolton. I have changed the side up. As you can see, Yaskalainen in goal, DeMille, Reece Burke, Chambers, all getting a bit of a run out. Obviously, I'm putting a little bit of strength in there with Song and Kare. Obviously, Nolan is going to get a game, and Carlton co-op top. So we've got a bit of experience and a bit of youth, which is really nice. As you can see, it's 1-1 at this moment in time. Very competitive game. Hopefully we can just edge it. We're bringing on Zarate. Be nice to see him get on the score sheet. But yes, it's really close at this moment in time. No, we've gone behind. No, Zarate struck back. 2-2. This could be going to penalties at this rate. Can we nick it in extra time? Come on, boys. Nick it in extra time. Come on, boys. Nick it in extra time. No, we win 5-4 on penalties. The Daily Jaffa. Number 1 for news. Number 1 for sport. Still at its competitive 35 pence. Is Locke handling the pressure? Small fish, big club. Many Premier League managers have questioned if the new kid on the block can handle the pressure within the dreamland for so many managers. We've been lucky enough to obtain an exclusive interview with West Ham manager John Locke. How are you handling the media attention as the West Ham manager? I am used to the media, but not this level. Every aspect of my life seems to be open to you chaps to look at it. Do you feel you can progress West Ham to the next level? When I was given a dream to become the manager of West Ham, it was on my terms. The board know I have a set of goals that I will do everything in my power to reach, but it will take time. Now I know the Hammers faithful may not wish to hear that, but it's a fact of footballing life. I need to rebuild the club from the ground up. We hear you have your hands tied by the board and you're not allowed to buy any players in this transfer window. A load of pork pies. Where do you obtain this trash? The local battle cruiser? When I signed for West Ham, Allardyce spent over 13 million quid. Now if I come in Billy Big Socks and spend more, it will affect us. So I asked for a decent investment into the club's youth system. It seems quite clear Locke is handling the pressure quite well at this early stage. Giving back? It appears Locke is set to give back to the community around his beloved club, West Ham, by building a state-of-the-art children's hospital. But we have been unable to speak to Locke regarding this matter, and his agent has declined to comment on this current matter. Whoa, what an interesting Daily Jaffa we had there. I hope you enjoyed my interview. But before we continue and come to the end of the actual episode, I want to say a huge thank you for the support and the likes on episode 4. It really did put a smile on my daughter's face. But we're now going to go into the final stage of the episode. And yes, on the screen you will see Arturo Gonzalez in the top left-hand corner. Top right is Chris David. Bottom left is Shalaba. And bottom right is Correa. Correa, nice Argentinian lad, good player. These are the players at this moment in time who I need to say a big thank you to. Craig Barlow, Abzi Zaid, and of course Diddy for recommending. I want to do a player review on these players. Which player would you potentially like to see come to West Ham? Pick 1 or 2. The most comments for the top 2, I will do a little review. We'll work it into the career mode. We'll work it into a storyline. Have a bit of fun with it. And you never know, we might try for them in January or we might try for them in the summer. We'll do this progressively throughout the actual season. Pick a few players that you guys recommended. I've got a whole list of players that I can reel off from Skibby Shaw, Pookie version 6, some more from Abzi Saeed, Diddy, Axel Larson, Blake, Wrigley, etc. A lot of people have recommended players. I've got a whole list of them, so we can do it throughout the season, concentrate on a few players, and make it a little bit more fun for when we do get to either January or to the summer transfer window and shake it up a little bit. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you for your support so far on the series. It's been really enlightening and it's been absolutely fantastic. It really does put a smile on my face, and it actually does put a smile on my daughter's face. So when she does the man of the matches and the Daily Jaffa, it really does put a smile on her face, and it's just nice to see her learning and having fun with it as well. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode, and as normal, I will catch you later.
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I would outgrow this feeling. It seems my dream